What's going on, you guys? It's the Michael Myers. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at Rob Zombie's trilogy, the Firefly trilogy. So yeah, these are a pretty interesting set of movies. Of course, I am a fan of Rob Zombie's music, and some of his films are not too bad. In my opinion, I think these are his better movies that he's done. So yeah, pretty much I'm going to be going over these films, give you guys a little review on each of them. Yeah, of course, his debut film, House of a Thousand Corpses, which in my opinion, I think has definitely gained a cult following throughout the years. I believe back when it was released in 2003, if I'm not mistaken, 2002, it wasn't, the biggest success. Like, you still hear about House of a Thousand Corpses till this day. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this film was kind of like not really a success at the time. Throughout the years, man, it's definitely grown a fan base. And like I said, I think this is Rob Zombie's better film. I think it was a great debut. Of course, you could tell he got inspiration from, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and stuff like that. Pretty gory movie, man. Pretty intense movie. Definitely a fan of the characters, man. Like I said, I think this is Rob Zombie's better films, man. Of course, definitely something you get out of this film, of course, are the characters, man. Definitely the characters are real memorable. Of course, Captain Spaulding, Firefly, Otis, and of course Dr. Satan, man. But yeah, this is one hell of a movie, man. It took me a while to see it. Like I said, I never saw it like right away. But for me, man, it's definitely grown throughout the years of rewatching it, man. I think I like it the more I watch it because it's just an interesting movie, man. It's really, funny at some points. Like I said, the characters, and in a sense, you could kind of say this was kind of like a game changer because you didn't really see none of this, before. Of course, this is the early 2000s, so you could tell a lot of films in the 2000 era definitely got inspiration from this. But yeah, man, House of a Thousand Corpses, pretty good movie. Like I said, I always happen to enjoy it when when I rewatch it and stuff like that. But yeah, man, definitely this is a great horror movie, man. I think this was a horror film you would definitely be entertained with. But yeah, man, pretty good story, House of a Thousand Corpses. All right, now we move on to the sequel, The Devil's Rejects, which in my opinion is my favorite out of the three. It's actually my favorite Rob Zombie movie of all time, but they definitely step up their game, man. It's definitely more of an intense movie than House of a Thousand Corpses. Of course, this one takes it up, man, with the hardcore, kills, more of a brutal film, the goriness to it. It's definitely more than House of a Thousand Corpses was. But I thought this was a really good film. I remember when I first watched it, man, I think I kind of found myself more, I found it more entertaining than House of a Thousand Corpses. I think the reason this film is more entertaining because you kind of just follow, the three more. You kind of get to see more of their, craziness. And I think the performances, man, they definitely stepped it up with this one as well, man. Of course, Sid Haig, Sherry Moon Zombie. I think this was probably her best performance out of the three was from The Devil's Rejects. Overall, man, this is pretty damn good movie. Like I said, I think this made it to my top 10 horror sequels of all time. But yeah, guys, definitely more of a over-the-top kind of disturbing movie. And a lot of people actually argue the fact that this is probably one of the best horror movie endings of all time. In my opinion, I thought that was a great ending, where they, just run into the cops and, they go for the shootout. I think that was the perfect ending for this story, man. I don't think, I think these two really stand alone, man. And of course, a year later, we get the third film. But yeah, man, Devil's Rejects, pretty great film. Like I said, my favorite Rob Zombie movie. All right, guys, now we move on to the third film, Three from Hell, which came out back in 2017, 2019, actually. But I never knew, man, they made a third film. I remember seeing this at Walmart. I think I got it. And I looked it up, man. I'm like, oh, shit, really? They made a third film. I just feel it was unnecessary. I think I seen it one time or twice. Wasn't the biggest fan of it, man. I think this is definitely the more weaker film out of the three. Definitely lost potential here, man. I think it had potential for sure. I will give you some positives. Like, for example, I like the first 30 minutes or so. I like how, it kind of starts off like in a documentary style. You kind of pick up, where these three have been. Pretty much pick up with them, being locked up in prison or whatever. And, for some reason, somehow they survived the shootout with the cops, which was honestly like whatever's. Of course, this was Sid Haig's last film before he passed away. Rest in peace. I think he wasn't even able to finish the movie. He was only in it for like 10 to 15 minutes, which was kind of tragic, man. I mean, if he survived, if he lived long enough to complete this movie, because I'm pretty sure his character was written for the entire movie. But overall, man, the story it just wasn't that great, man. I just feel like this film was made, since this was Rob Zombie's, more popular characters, more popular storyline. He just wanted to continue it. But like I said, I just feel it wasn't really necessary. I mean, it was pretty cool seeing Otis back, Sherry Moon Zombie, and then we get like one of their half brothers or whatever, which was like really random. Of course, they had to fill in that spot, but I don't know, man. I just feel like Sherry Moon Zombie's performance, like I said, it was great seeing them back, but I don't know. I just feel like the acting was a bit over the top at some points, and I know they go to like Mexico and all this. Like, I don't know, man. I wasn't the biggest fan. Like I said, I only seen this twice, if I'm not mistaken. I would have liked, like, if they were gonna do a third film, I would have liked to see like a prequel to House of a Thousand Corpses. Like, of course, this is a pretty damn good film compared to this one, but I mean, at least a prequel, because I feel like there wasn't no reason for them to continue, especially after the shootout. I thought that was the perfect ending, man, to this story, but Rob Zombie decided to continue it. Probably one of his weaker films, man, for sure. It is the weaker one out of the three. But yeah, Three from Hell, I just feel was a bit unnecessary, man. And it should have just been like a double feature, if you ask me. But I mean, at least we got a third film, kind of to make it like, a trilogy. But yeah, guys, like I said, I like these films. Well, at least the first two. I might give it another chance, man. I'm not sure, but I just remember not being the biggest fan of Three from Hell. But yeah, guys, I mean, that was pretty much it. That was my review on the Firefly trilogy. But yeah, guys, definitely tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys let me know what's your favorite out of the three. For me, like I said, I'm gonna have to stick with Devil's Rejects, but I think I really do like House of a Thousand Corpses as much. But yeah, man, that's gonna be pretty much it. My little trilogy review on these films. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. You guys want me to review any series, any film, make sure you guys comment down below, man. Thank you guys for watching. It's the Michael Myers signing out.